Mila
and Lena's way. Hey y'all, what's up? It's me, Lena, and I'm back with the episode 3 of Stuck in the Middle review recap. And guys, I got a nice jumper on. I feel like a construction worker. So yeah. Anyway, I think this episode was pretty good. It was a different set. We've seen them in school. We never seen them in school before. Well, I haven't seen them in school before. Like I said, we never seen them in school before. So this was like a nice different set that they had. Like I said before, like I always say on the reviews and recaps, that I like the fact that it's out. I would think that it's outside. If not, then they got some really good natural lighting on that set. But I think it's really cool. And they said that when they filmed the Stuck at the Water Park thing, movie like film episode, that they was actually at a real water park, which was really cool. But what was really cool, before this episode aired, Jenna Ortega did her, you know when they do I'm Jenna Ortega, and you know I was like, I'm Jelena whatever, and you're watching Disney Channel. I always want to do that. I always had the thing go like this. Like, I had it down pat, guys. But then Disney went and changed their logo, so now all you gotta do is be like this, and a logo pop up. And it's like, what happened to my name is this, and you're watching Disney Channel? But whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to mention that Jenna, she had her little sign-in thing, which I thought was pretty cool. And yeah, congratulations. I think they taped it back in November, if I'm correct. It was like last year, the last months of the last year of 2016. But yeah, so I can't wait to see everybody else's little sign-in thing. So yeah, let's get started with this recap. So basically, it started off with Susie. She was like, I always look forward to school picture day, but these pictures I cannot even send to Abuela because she's going to send them right back. So basically, if y'all don't know what Abuela means, it's grandma in Spanish. But yeah, anyway, she was like, look, she's probably going to send them back. What happened? Tell me the story. So they was like, we're going to need popcorn, some pain pills, and some drinks. So she was like, my head's not even hurting. And they was like, oh, it will be hurting after this. So basically, it all started 3 weeks ago. That was a long time ago. 3 weeks ago. Rachel, she's like, I got this natural look. It only took me 7 hours to get it. So basically, Harley was excited to go to this skydiving thing. She was basically like, look, it's Christmas, New York, and not New York, Christmas, New Year's Eve, and a birthday all wrapped in one, because it's skydiving and she wanted to go skydiving. So she repurposed the old Countdown to Summer watch and made it a Countdown to Skydiving watch. Then on this episode, the dad and Louis, Beast, and Daphne, they was not on this episode. They was absent for this episode, but yeah, they was not on it, but it was still funny. So yeah, because I know Daphne, she bring like a lot of sass to the video. Oh, Daphne, yeah, she bring a lot of sass, a lot of comedy to the episodes, but I think this episode was still funny even though she was absent. You know what I'm saying? They are really funny. I like how they do their deadpan. It's like deadpan type, and then they do make like the modern jokes, like I said before, which we had like 3 modern jokes already. So yeah, but basically, Harley was excited. Like I'm trying to say, Harley was excited, and you know, Georgie wanted to switch seats because she was trying to do everything she did last Friday, because last Friday she did nothing but net free throw. It was a lot of net. She said it rolled around a few times, but basically it was nothing but net for her. So then Ethan was like, oh yeah, that one streaky going on. So she was like, yeah, I gotta do everything the way I need it to be. So Rachel was like, superstitious. She was like, more like safe than sorry stitches. Okay? So yeah. So then they went to school, and then Harley's like, is it international? Harley gets what she wants there because they got a substitute teacher, but the substitute teacher is a teacher that also gives out detention. Delargro, but it was she called him Mr. D. Mr. D, she was like, oh, he got like a thing with like the Diaz's. He don't like the Diaz family, and I was like, is this some racism stuff here? But he don't like them because Georgie threw a ball through his window. Rachel was heating up her curling iron, and Ethan's bike was parked. He parked his bike in the teacher's spot or whatever, which I don't know if it's too bad. Like when you did, I know like the window thing. I mean, why would they? How is the teacher gonna give them detention for breaking a window? I guess because maybe it's on school property. I don't know. That's just I feel like that's something like they didn't do that in school, so it's like. But okay. Anyway, but yeah. So basically, she was like, "Uh oh, we can't do this." So Ellie hadn't been on an episode in a while. This is her first appearance for season 2, and Ellie, she was like, "Okay, well, you know what? We're just gonna be okay. You Harley Diaz, you the special A+ Diaz, you're gonna do good." So when she was going in the thing, she hit him in the head, in the face, and she was like, uh-oh. So he's like, let me guess, Harley Diaz. So then Ellie was like, I'm Harley Diaz, and then Harley was Ellie, so it was freaking crazy. He's like, okay. Well, DeLargo was like, basically, you can go sit down. And it felt like kind of like, this is what I thought. Like, if that was Harley, she would have got detention straight up, but it was Ellie. So I'm like, was it because she was white that she didn't get detention? Or was it just because that, oh, it was by accident? I mean, I'm looking too deep into this. But anyway, yeah. So basically, this is what happened. I keep saying basically, sorry, I keep saying basically. Harley was like, I wish I could have one name, like Sia or Drake. That was like the first mind joke. She's like, I wish I had one name and just be Harley, like Sia or Drake. So yeah. Meanwhile, Rachel's like, I want to be, I want people to look at me and be like, oh, look at her, but not really know what they're looking at. So she's like, me and this shirt is meant to be like Taylor Swift and whoever she's dating right now. That was the other joke. Like, Taylor Swift and whoever she's dating right now. Like, oh, because Taylor Swift dates make people like, ooh, that was like a hard hitting one right there. Like, that was just like shade, major shade. But yeah, so this girl named Riley, she's wearing the exact same shirt as Rachel. So Rachel's like, we alphabetically, we're gonna go after in a yearbook, like boom, boom, just like that. So basically, she was like, I can't do this, you know, you gotta help me Ethan out. So then Ethan was so happy because Sloppy Joe's was back. It took him 7.5 months to be campaigning for it because it got suspended because a food fight broke out. And I don't really get, does this really happen in real schools where food fights break out? Because that food can really go into your stomach and not into some freaking food fight. But okay, maybe they just portraying it on TV like it always happened, but whatever. Anyway, he was so excited. So she was like, he was like, why don't you go to the Lost and Found? She's like, I can't be going through the Lost and Found and look like an idiot and loser. You go do it. So then he wasn't gonna go do it. He was like, go get your friend Zia or this other girl. She's like, no, Zia got books in her locker, and the other girl, she's over plaiding right now. It was too much plaid. So basically, she got him to go and Lost and Found and dig through it while she stood behind him because she threatened a food fight, and then the food fight would have got Sloppy Joe suspended again. And I only had like Sloppy Joes once or twice in my life, but Sloppy Joes are good guys. I don't think I ever had manwich before, but I used to have some type of Sloppy Joes and it was good, so whatever. But anyway, that's what she went to go do. And yeah, so Georgie, she was like, hey Miles, remember you laughed at me last Friday because I had told him about you? He was like, no. And she was like, well, laugh at me now. So because she's a superstition, you know, she's trying to do everything right so she can get it done. So Ellie, she was telling Harley, she's like, oh, I'm too soft for detention. And Harley's like, look, it's so close, it's okay, we got a few more hours left. So then Georgie came about to mess everything up. So Ellie had to pretend to be Harley, and everything was messing up. She tried to find out what she ate last week. Then Georgie ended up getting detention, and it was like, what the freaking heck. So then Susie came. Ellie and Harley was outside, and Susie came like, Harley, because Rachel had called Susie earlier to come there to give her a different shirt, but she was giving blood. Susie was giving blood. They didn't explain why. You can give blood because people need blood out there. Like, if y'all want to like go to like a blood drive, give some blood. You know what I'm saying? That's still good. But I didn't explain why she was giving blood. But yeah, she was giving blood. She came to drop off Rachel a new shirt. You know, so Rachel can look different, so she wouldn't look like the other girl. So she dropped her off a shirt. She gave it to Ellie, but she was trying to give it to Harley. But then the teacher was right there, so the cover was about to be blown. So they had to like play it off. So then the mom was like, I just got some blood taken from me, so I'm gonna have to just eat all these cookies because I took this whole pack of cookies. It said take one, but I just took the whole pack. But yeah, I'm gonna leave. So then he was like, this is kind of filling in the lines for me for the Diaz family. So yeah, Ellie don't know why nobody don't like the Diaz family, because she think they're the greatest family of all time. Because, you know, she's her best friend. Yeah, she's her best friend, and you know, Ellie's really nice. Her mom is just like really mean. I feel like her mom is kind of prejudiced, but yeah. But anyway, yeah. So then Harley, she was telling the story, you know, back in present time, and it's like, where you leaving to go get more popcorn? Then Rachel's like, come on, tell us the story. She's like, be quiet, calm down, calm down. So yeah. Meanwhile, Georgie went up there to the cafeteria guy. It was like a kid, but the cafeteria chat. She was like, make me that meatball sandwich that I had last Friday. Because at first he couldn't remember what she ate. So he's like, oh, I'm not supposed to be squishing meats no more. We got Sloppy Joe's. She's like, well, I'm going to stand here all day, and I'll be on the bench at the game so I can wait. So then she stood there all day, and he was like, fine, here's your squishy food, but they're going to write me up for this, so don't say nothing. So then he was like, I think some idiot tripped last Friday. She's like, I was the idiot that tripped last Friday. So when she tripped on purpose. She tripped on Rachel and Rachel's new shirt, so she looked all terrible. Ethan was all ready for Sloppy Joe, and then some food got on Miles, so Miles thought it was a food fight. Then the food fight started happening, and there we go, Sloppy Joe's is banned again. Ethan was so upset. It was just like, no, because that's like Sloppy Joe's. That's so good. It's so good. But yeah, Harley broke the other teacher's nose because they was all in the clear because they was already out of that class. But then she broke that teacher's nose, so then the detention teacher had to go and teach that class that they was teaching, because it was like, oh my god, they need another teacher. So basically Ellie had to give a biology presentation, which was on bird calls, and Harley went up there. She kind of bombed, but Ellie was like, you did great, you're my best friend, and you know what, you're gonna be good. So then Harley do like the morning announcement, so Ellie had to do it. She was like, but I can't talk in front of people. So then Harley was like, you Harley Diaz, you the A+ Diaz, you can talk to anybody. So she talked her into it. She went in her Friday announcement. She almost started messing up. She kept slipping up, but then she had to do the word of the day, which is the longest word in the dictionary that Harley had to take a week to learn, and she nailed it. Then, you know, Harley or Ellie was like, she was jumping up and down, and they was all happy. So then Ellie came out with her GoPro on her face, and she was like, yeah, I did it, I'm Harley, I did it. You know, it was really cute. You know what I'm saying? It was really, really cute. So she's like, being a Diaz is too much pressure, you know what I'm saying? And Ethan was like, what the heck, you just had to, you know, suck it up, because we don't have sloppy joe. So then Rachel's like, I'm gonna have to suck it up and just do this. So then she wanted to wear her original shirt, but then her original shirt got picked up by another girl, so it was two girls wearing the same shirts. So then she was like, she just ended up wearing Ethan's shirt, which she looked cute in. I don't think nobody was laughing at her. She looked cute in. And then Ethan wore a cowboy shirt, which I thought he looked really good, and it made them look different for like a change. Like, you know, they looked like, when Ethan put the shirt on, he looked like different, like he looked older. And then when Rachel put the shirt on, like she looked like more cooler and calmer. I don't know why I was laughing at her, but I think that they look good. So that's how they took their yearbook pictures for the school pictures. And then Ellie, she was, you know, she did her thing, and then she mentioned that the basketball game was canceled. So when Georgie took her picture, she was like, and that's how that picture came out, and it was all terrible. She was lying on the floor. It was too crazy. It was so crazy. So then Harley, she was like, uh-oh. They went to go take their school pictures, and the teacher was standing right there. I don't know why the teacher was standing right there watching them, but the teacher was standing there watching them while they would go take their school picture, and it was like Harley Diaz. So Ellie had to go up there and take her picture as Harley, and Harley took her pictures as Ellie, just to cover their butts, and it was freaking crazy. So then Harley tried to throw a paper ball in the trash can. It hit the guy in the back of the neck. So then the guy was like, you get detention. And then Ellie get detention because she was pretending to be Harley. So then Harley was like, no, Ellie, I can't let you do this. So then she knocked over the trash can. She kicked it over, and they both got detention together, along with Georgie and Ethan and Rachel. They was all laughing there because basically Harley was like, look, skydiving, friendship is better than skydiving, and being with the person that truly is there for you, that got your back. Because Ellie had her back all day. They both got detention. Ellie got like half a credit on her grade. It's going to be freaking terrible. I don't know, maybe she could redo it. Maybe she can redo it. Probably not, though. But you know what? That made a mark on her grades, and you know, I'm glad Harley stayed, because it's about friendship, not about the material things, guys. That was like the thing for the day. But anyway, at the end, in the present time, so basically ScuteZie was like, okay, well, what happens when Ellie's mom opened her pictures? So then Ellie's mom came knocking at the door, and it was like, everybody hide, 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 hide. So yeah, and then at the end it said, dedicated to all the bad photos we took at our school. But I think like the message of the day for this was, like, they have like little, I feel like they have like hidden messages. Like last week's episode where Ethan was like, never quit, never give up. This one was like, always stick with your friends. You know, your friends always gonna be there for you when you need them. Always have your friends back, guys. Don't like go backstabbing people, you know what I'm saying? Don't be mean to people. It's like, just don't be mean, guys. Like, don't be mean. It's like, it costs nothing to be mean, but it costs everything to be mean. Like, if you be mean, it's free to be nice. To be nice is free, but it pays to be mean, you know what I'm saying? Because that's taking like a lot. You paying your attention to that, you doing this and that, all your time and effort, that's paid right there. It pays to be mean, but it's free to be nice. So if you want to lose all your money or lose all of what integrity you got being mean, then you can lose it, but you be broke at the end of the day. This sounds really good, but it's free to be nice. So if you want to be rich and save all your integrity and stuff, be nice. That was a good one. Lena. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Lena is out. Whip. I don't know if I can make the transition. Whip.